Yo, what's good, YouTube? Hope you guys are doing well today. And as you guys can see in my little 4-2-3-1 team that I have here, we've got team of the season, Alessandro Diamanti, outside right cam right there for us. Gonna do a review for you guys as promised. So let's go ahead and go over how much I bought him for. 153,000 coins. However, his price will drop. So if you do want to check him out after this review, wait on it a little bit and his price will most definitely drop. Maybe even to 100,000. I'm not really sure. I went ahead and bought him because I was dying to use him, man. And I wanted to give out a review to you guys. So as you guys can see, 5 games played with him and 5 goals scored. Now here's the thing. In a 4-2-3-1, at least for me, most of the goals are scored from my center forward and striker, not really my cams. As you guys can see with Di Natale here, he's only got 1 goal in 5 games. So very impressed by Diamanti being able to score 5 goals in 5 games. I mean, obviously it's not the best ratio in the world, but for me it's great. You know, I know a lot of you guys probably score 2 goals a game with some of your players, but again, in a 4-2-3-1 as an outside right cam, with a lot of people probably might think 76 pace is not enough, but in my opinion, anything above 70 is always good for me. So I'm happy with his pace, even if he is an outside cam. Now, he does have 4-star skills. He does have 4-star weak foot and a dominant left foot. And let me just get this stat out of the way right now. He's got 97 shot power. He will demolish the ball with that left foot of his. That's why I put him as a right cam. I want him to cut inside and just absolutely pummel that into the back of the net. I didn't get a lot of long shots off with him, unfortunately, because he's in that outside right cam position. So you guys can literally play Alessandro Diamanti on any position in the attack. He can play striker, he can play center forward as well in this formation, so you can very well just put him in this position right here as a center forward and he will perform just fine. I personally wanted to try him out as a right cam because he's a right forward / right wing on his default non-inform card. So very impressed with his play. Now, we're going to go over the team in general. Then we're going to go over some clips and I'll talk about his strengths, his weaknesses, what to expect from him as a player, and if he's worth 150,000 coins or whatever he may drop to. So, as you guys can see, we used him in a full Serie A team other than that left back right there, Domenico Criscito from the Russian league. So, everyone else is in the Serie A. Didn't concede that many goals because we obviously have Inform Chiellini and Ogbonna as our center backs, which are very, very good center backs, and we've got Pirlo right there to dictate the midfield, to orchestrate the play for us. So very happy with this team overall. The reason why I put Muriel there is because I actually had James Rodriguez as my right cam and I was going to play Diamanti as our center forward, but then I ended up switching up the team, decided just to go with the full Serie A team, and that's why I just kept Muriel, and I said, you know what, leave it. He's got pace, he's got great 4-star skills for us, so why not just go ahead and keep him. But in general, Alessandro Diamanti is a great player. Really impressed me about him, and you guys are going to see some clips in a sec here. His passing was great. There's one pass where he did a backheel pass through a couple of defenders. It was just a beauty. You guys will see it as probably the last clip, but his vision and his passing really impressed me. So if you guys want to play him as a striker in a 2-striker formation, so like a 4-1-2-1-2 even, I think he'd be doing really, really well to feed the other striker a nice over-the-top through ball or just a general ground through ball. So let's go ahead and get into some clips, and while you guys are watching the clips, I'll go ahead and talk about what I really, really like about Diamanti. You guys already pretty much heard everything, but I'll go ahead and show you guys some clips while I go ahead and talk about him. So stay tuned for some clips. Let's go ahead and look at his in-game stats here, guys. As you guys can see, he's pretty much a beast, man. Ball control at 93, curve at 99. Now, really what I want you guys to look at as you guys are looking through his skill attributes is his long shots at 97 and his shot power at 97, but also his short pass at 89 and his long pass at 87. So he's got great passing skills. Very, very happy with his passing. So I highly recommend him as a cam position if you guys want to play him there in like a 4-1-2-1-2 or even a 3-5-2. and a center forward would be great in a 4-2-3-1. I just wanted to go ahead and try him out as an outside cam, but he can literally play the cam and center forward position perfectly for you guys if you guys want to try him out there. You guys have already seen 4-star weak foot, 4-star skills. Again, his attack and defensive work rates medium, perfect for that center forward or cam position. We're going to go ahead and look at his physical attributes. His strength 62. He's not the strongest guy. He's not going to be fighting off defenders or anything like that. Stamina 88. Not sure if that makes a huge difference on Ultimate Team, but reaction's always good to have, high at 92. And then he's not the quickest guy on the pitch, but he gets where he needs to be, all in the 80s with acceleration, agility, and balance. Now again, his vision I talked about before at 84. I love his vision as a passer. Attack position, not the greatest at 79, but he was always in the right place for me at the right time. No complaints whatsoever. Let's go ahead and take a look and compare it to his non-inform card real quick. You guys can see very drastic differences, namely with the price. He only goes for 800 coins on his non-inform card, so as you guys can see, a huge difference in price there. But in general, all of his stats are way better, other than his vision. His vision stayed, quite surprisingly. I actually would say that his vision, his passing is way better than his non-inform card. I have tried his non-inform card, but you guys can see his short passing, his shot power went up by a lot. And his position, very important, much like the Team of the Year in the review I did. His position change is extremely important. Now you can play him at that cam position at center forward and have him at 9 cam and have no problems with him. So a very nice upgrade from his non-inform card. Is it worth the price? I guess we'll find out. Let's go ahead and look at some gameplay and talk about what his strengths and weaknesses are. Now, as you guys are watching these clips, you guys aren't going to see the most beautiful goals in the world. However, you guys are going to see some nice passing from him and some nice finishing. So that's what I really like and what I really value about a player. Forget about having nice goals. It's how they perform in game. So I will say this. If you use him the way he's meant to be used, you will find him a very valuable player to your team. That means if you do play him as a striker, don't cross the ball to him and expect him to win balls in the air. He's not someone to do that. If you're looking to cross the ball, go ahead and buy Falcao. Don't buy Diamanti. You know, that's what I really want to get across. Now, one thing I will say, let's talk about the Serie A in general. On Ultimate Team, there's not a great selection of cams in the Serie A. Obviously, you got Wesley Sneijder, who won't be in the Serie A next year for you, and you've got Hamsik. Those are really my top two cams in the Serie A to use on teams. However, they both don't have 4-star skills. You've got Boateng with a 4-star skill on him as a cam on in the Serie A, but he's got a high work rate. That's not something I would use as a cam personally. I don't really enjoy Boateng as a cam, but you see Diamanti in the Serie A, you see what he can do right here. Look at that great ball, and then he continues to make the run and finishes for me. It's things like that that he did in the games that I really enjoyed using him. That's why if I make a Serie A team of the season, Diamanti would be my #1 option at cam. Plain and simple. He would be my cam. I would not play anyone over him. Again, that is just purely my opinion. Now, if I was about to make a different type of team, a hybrid from a different league, I would not use Team of the Season Diamanti, because are there players that can do what he can do? Absolutely. There are plenty of cams on this game that can bring what Diamanti brings to the table. Obviously, they might not have 97 shot power and can't demolish long balls like he does. However, there are other cams that have 4-star skills, that have good dribbling, that have good vision, and all of that combined that would do the job that he does for much cheaper. However, they're just not in the Serie A. So, my overall conclusion with Diamanti would be, if you're making a Serie A team, go ahead and pick him up. He's well worth 100,000 coins if you're making a Serie A team. If you're not, don't do it. He's probably not worth it, and you probably won't enjoy him. I personally think he's a great player. He can do a lot of things for you on the pitch, as long as you use him within his realm. Don't go out there and try to be a skill star and outpace people. He's not the quickest guy on the pitch, and he won't be the quickest guy in the pitch. He's got great dribbling, great passing, a great shot. So if you're looking for all those things, he will do great for you. So is he worth it for 100,000? Absolutely, if you're making a Serie A team. If you're not, pass up, go find a different cam. Samir Nasri, David Silva, all those guys can do a great job as well, and you will be happy. But with that said, guys, that's pretty much my review of Team of the Season Diamanti. Great player, worth the price, will do the job for you, and he is definitely a great player. With that said, let me know what you guys think you guys want to see in a next review of the Team of the Season. Leave it in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you guys want to see daily FIFA content, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I mean, what else you gonna do? We'll catch you guys all tomorrow. Later.